How's it going, guys? My name is David Pallets. I'm a full-time eBay reseller. I have 11,000 items listed in my store right now. And today we're going to be talking about how I'm able to buy so many items to list them on eBay. So let's get into the video. So just to give you a quick rundown on how I started reselling, my father taught me when I was younger, when I was in high school. He taught me and my best friend how to resell clothing back in the day. I did it my senior year for about like the last 2 months of my senior year. And we would wake up in the morning, go find shirts, hoodies, shoes, get them really cheap, flip them. And that's how I was introduced to eBay. Long story short, went off to a different state, worked, went to school, all that stuff. Ended up coming back, and now I'm 2 years in with my eBay store. It's been open for 2 years. And as soon as I came back, I kind of had that knack of, okay, I'm going to go to the flea market and find my items. And my dad transitioned from selling clothing because he kept doing eBay all those years. He said that electronics, are what he's been doing. So when I came back, kind of just started doing electronics. And they do have not necessarily a higher average sale price, but you can find, gold mines more often than you can with clothing. So, when I came back, I started, just looking for high-end electronics, 500, 1,000, 200, 100, 100, 300. So I was just focusing on those high-end electronics. Over time, I don't know, I was just curious to see what would happen if I started selling the $20 ones as well on top of the higher priced ones. So long story short, I'm transitioned more into volume. If you look at most of my store, Paleo Tech on eBay, it's mainly, you'll see 15, 10, 20, 25, 30, 45, occasionally a couple $100, occasionally, very rarely $1,000, like thousands of dollars, for some items if I get lucky. But, that just comes with going every day and finding items. You're going to run into some gold mines, but you have to be active. You have to be, looking there. Some people call it luck when you find good items, but it's really not. I feel like luck is when preparation meets opportunity. When you're there all the time, you're going to run into some great deals. And you're not necessarily lucky. You're just there all the time, and you're active, and you're ready to work. So that's the way I see it. So I mainly sourced the flea market. Right off the bat, I started buying everything I could see. I had a little bit of money saved up, and I went and just started buying stuff. But like I said, I was buying more higher end items for about 4 months. My store was at about 200 items, and I just kind of kept it there. But all my items sell right away, and I would bring items in. I didn't have a listing schedule. I didn't have a routine. I would just post items and kind of sell them, and I would just focus on the higher ticket items. And I would go on Facebook Marketplace, and I remember once I found a Tesla charger that was in the box. Found it for $100, sold it for $700. But I drove an hour for it, and honestly, I mean, that's worth it, for having a 200 item store, and you get something like that here and there, and on top of what you're getting at the flea market. I remember me and my friend, at the time we were already living together, and we ran our eBay business out of the garage. We would wake up every single morning, knock on each other's doors. Hey, get the heck up, let's go, come on. We would push each other, and we would just hit the flea market every day. Over time, we came across some people that consistently got items, and we went to different flea markets. We've been an hour there, here, an hour there, 2 hours there. Over time, we just kind of build relationships with those people, and we started buying more off them. And they were like, "Oh, you like these electronics? Do you like?" Okay, so they started looking out to buy more of those items because they know that we wanted to buy them. So we just kind of started like that, and now we're at the point where we have a lot of people. And where I have a lot of people that, kind of just call me like, hey, I got more stuff. They put their electronics aside. There's people locally here and far away that they buy storage units, or they go to the Goodwill bins, and all their electronics are just holding for me because they know I'm going to buy them. I'm not going to just pay exactly what they ask for. I am going to try to get a good deal, or, what's fair for both of us, because we both got to be eating good. We both have to be getting some good money. But I'll show them, like, sometimes I'll be like, dude, like, you're asking 1,000 for all this, let me show you right now on eBay, like what it goes for. I have eBay fees, I have this, I have that, I have my warehouse. Like I can't do that, you know? So then I talk them down like that. So yeah, I don't pay exactly what they ask for, but I do bargain with them and I show them like exactly like what it is. Like I got to make a certain amount of profit, and we just go like that. And over time, you know, my contact list is kind of hefty now, and I'm able to, I get phone calls every day. So that's kind of where it's at right now. Honestly, and it's not really about getting volume, because let's say if you're just starting off, you have $20,000, let's say, for example, but you've never sold on eBay and you want to get in on this. I would just start off as small as possible. Kind of go with the one-offs here, one-offs there. It's, you got to really know how eBay works. You got to know how to keep your account healthy, because when I was just going hard when I first started, I ended up getting like 8 restrictions I didn't even know. I wouldn't even go on the browser version. I would just everything on the app. I wouldn't even know what was going on my seller hub. None of that. I ended up getting like eight defects, got my account shut down, and it took me 4 or 5 months to fix it. And yeah, it was just a mess. You got to really know what's going on with eBay. And the thing is too, like, I'm glad that happened, because now I'm on top of it. And now I know to be very careful, because eBay can end in any day if you're not careful. So anything really, you know. But yeah, like I would suggest starting off small and working your way up, and really knowing what you're doing. You can get 10,000 items that sell for $30 each tomorrow, but how are you gonna list them and get your money back? Like, you got to have a good system where you can the items come in, items come out. Right now I'm listing 150 a day. Just started on Monday. I've been doing like anywhere from 70 to 100 for a while now. But I did that big jump. I'm almost doubling. I'm doing 200 and saving 50 on the draft bank in case. I mean, I don't work weekends. I don't work Saturday, Sunday. So, you know, I have that draft bank. But it didn't. I didn't get there right off the bat. It took me a while to get a system and to be able to afford to get that much product. You know, you gotta build off of it, because the $20,000, you know, you'll run through that quick, but you got to make your money back, you know what I'm saying? But I suggest, you know, starting small and building your way up and getting good momentum. For a while I was just doing 30 items a day, and I would go source and I would ship and still try to hit the gym, and that was a full day, and I would still make great money. But then over time I was like, okay, what if someone helps me? And what if I just focus more on sourcing, and while they're here and they're cleaning and all that stuff. So I'm basically just buying time. There's only 24 hours in the day. There's only so much we could do by ourselves, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with just staying there. Honestly, that's a great place to be if you can maintain 30 a day in your garage or in your bedroom, and you stay there. One of my buddies, I taught him how to do eBay personally. His name's Juan, and he has 1,000 items listed in his room, in his bedroom. 1,000. That's amazing. So, and I told him to stay there as long as he possibly can, so it's at the point where it's like, okay, I have to get out of here. And when the money just makes sense for him to get a spot, you know? So I would just push it to the limit. I know I pushed the garage to the limit when I was there, and I ended up getting the warehouse for my very first video. I got that one last March. So yeah, almost a year ago on the dot, I got that one and I moved in, and yeah, I've maxed that one out pretty much. I fit like 8,500 items in 1,000 square feet. And now I'm here at 3,000 square feet, and you know, moving pretty quick. We're at 11,000. I think I'm gonna get to 20,000 by June at this pace. You know, if all goes well and I stay focused and I'm consistent, because the thing is too, you have to list consistently. You have to list 7 days a week. If you want to list 10 items a day, but you can only do it 5 days a week, probably list 7 and save 3 every day, so on the weekends you can have off. I suggest that. It does wonders when you list every single day. I haven't missed a day in many months. And I'm trying to go a full year without missing a single day. That would be amazing. I don't know, it's cool. If you miss a day, and let's say if you do five months straight, you miss one day, it's not going to be the end of the world. They're not going to shut your store down. eBay shuts your traffic down if you miss a day or two. If you miss more than one day, they shut your traffic down, and it takes a few days to get it back going. But you can be completely cold on eBay. 1 month you haven't listed, You can start posting 5 a day, it's gonna start going again, trust me. That's just how it works. They want people to produce for them, and they're gonna reward the ones that are producing the most for them. So that's just kind of how it goes. If you're making a certain amount of money, listing 5 items with the similar items, well, how much could you make if you're listing 4 times that? You know? Yeah, guys, that's how I started doing that, and that's how I'm able to get so many items. You got to build the relationships. You got to show up when they call you, and you got to hand the money over. If you bail on them, if you say, nah, I don't know, man, you know, they're not going to call you again. They're going to find someone else. And they're maybe not going to, let's say they know, they think that you're going to buy all these electronics every single time. So they start buying them only because of you. And then you don't buy them off of them. They're like, wow, damn, I'm stuck with all these now. You know, so that's not good for him. That's not good for you. So you just got to show up, and you got to pay up. That's the way I see it, and that's just how it goes, you know. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing some sourcing videos. I'm gonna get a GoPro. I'm gonna go to a random flea market that I've never gone to. I'm gonna show you could do this anywhere, in any flea market, especially in a big city. If you're in a big city, oh my God, okay, there's so much waste in the big cities here in the United States. I can go anywhere. I guarantee you. It's all knowledge. Okay, I don't have to search many items up. Big receivers I will search up. I'll search up every single one just because they take up so much space. These right here are like 200 each. Like 250 each pre-owned. I'm putting these for parts. I got them for like 10 bucks each. So for parts, anywhere from 80 to 100. And that's fine with me, you know, because I paid so cheap for them. These are completely dented. Look at this. They're dented. They're cut. The wires are cut, you know. You'll find those all the time, and I'll pick them up. But if you have a small space and you're limited on space, I suggest not picking that up. The only reason why I started getting these again is because I have 3,000 square feet I need to fill up, and that sale price on those is great. So, but I don't suggest if you buy one for $5-10 bucks, unless you know how to test a receiver perfectly. I don't suggest putting it as pre-owned. You're just gonna run a risk. And the VCRs, the cassette playing VCRs, like the DeWalt ones, I don't mess around and put them as pre-owned. Just put them for parts. Say, hey, I don't know how to test these. I'm listing them for parts to play it safe. Yeah, and if it ends up working, they're gonna come back and try to buy more off you. So half of my store is damn near for parts. You know, I make a lot of money off of items that are broken, that people don't want it at the flea market. They'll damn near give them to me for free. That's how cheap they are, because they're broken. They don't think anyone can make any money off them. And that's when I come in, get them super cheap, and I throw them in my store, and I make some money off them. Because there's people all over the country, all over the world, if you have global shipping, that will buy them and fix them. And I don't know, it's crazy. You can sell almost anything on eBay if it's listed correctly. Even if it's not even listed correctly, it'll sell. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing some sourcing videos. I'm excited for that, to go to random big cities, get a hotel, strap a GoPro to my chest, and get more contacts, because I'm trying to grow as well. You know, I don't mind getting more sources. You know, what if one person, I can't get any more? You know, I have the contacts. There's so many times where I've been and visited family 2-3 hours away, and I'm like, is there a flea market there? And I go there, and I've picked up sources there. I picked up people that I just see their stands full of electronics. I'm like, do you get it? Can you get this all the time? Oh yeah, I always get this. And I'm like, hey, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I buy in bulk. I can buy it from you consistently, and I have cash in my pocket. If you cut me good deals, I will be here consistently. And you have to take my word for it. And then I pay up, do a good deal, and then we just build a relationship off of there. And I tell them straight up like that, like, look, I sell online. This is what I do. We can have a good relationship. I can cash you out right now. I can give you a little more than what you're asking to see that, so you can see that I'm serious, and we can go from here. And have a lot of people in my contacts that I call. And honestly, I can clear my bank account right now and buy it. I can clear my bank account and buy it, go and spend all my money, and there's still gonna be tons of stuff for me to buy. Like, in terms of me finding product or running out of product or not keeping up with my listing habit, it's gonna be really hard. There's so much stuff out there, guys. You just gotta know how to talk to people. You gotta know how to communicate, and you got to know what you can pay for items. I suggest when you're just starting off, search every single item up. Search it all up. I know what to pay for items like cameras. I just see a bunch of them. Like, how much you want for all of them, man? Like, hey, dude, they might not work. You got to always say that if you're buying electronics. Dude, like, there's a good chance these might not work. So, like, you know, I'll give you a little bit and I'll take all the risk. You know, you're going to get the cash right now, and I'm going to go home and I'm going to take all the risk. I always tell them that. And, yeah, it works out great for me. So just, it really comes down to just starting. If you're just starting out, just go for it. Try it. And I have experience selling 10,000 and listing at 11,000. So I've seen, touched 21,000 items. I know that's not insane compared to other sellers, but that's just where I'm at. And I have good experience within those 21,000 items. I have thousands of items I have to list right now. I have like 4,000 items ready to list. And I just get the same items over and over again. Here and there, I'll find a rare item that's like, oh, well, what the heck is that? I search it up, take it home. But for the most part, I buy the same stuff over and over again. And it's just consistent. And that's why I have consistent sales, because I buy the same stuff over again. I'm not buying this and that and a lamp and a carpet and banjo. Like, I buy the same stuff over and over again. And I've built a system where I get a lot of stuff, and it's the same stuff, and people put it to the side for me. So that's just it, guys. That's how I get my items. There's no company. There's no legit distribution center where I get my stuff from. This is all just feet on the ground at the flea market. Anyone can start this. Anyone can do what I'm doing. I'm a 24-year-old kid, a Mexican kid from California that comes from no background in business, and I'm able to do this. My friend as well, he comes from a single mother household, and he does more than me in sales. He's doing like 65 a month right now, and I'm gonna make a podcast with him, and he's my best friend. If we can do this, like, what anyone can, okay? You just have to be consistent. You have to work hard, and you have to keep at it, and you have to be hungry consistently, and not get too happy when it's all going great, and not get too down when it's going bad. And I'm going to end it at that note, guys. I'm going to go super hard on YouTube. The way I'm going hard on eBay, posting 150 a day, I'm going to give you guys some content. You guys, it sounds like you guys want it. You know, I don't like being in the spotlight like this, but I feel like I can really help some people make some money and change their lives, like how eBay has for me. And when it's all said and done, if I can leave something behind and people remember me for that, for helping people out, make a ton of money, that's amazing for me. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.